The title came to me sitting down at work. I was at work one day. This is back in 2016 at the university, and I was sitting at my desk. But that morning, I was like stewing and brewing because he didn't text me back. And I was just so mad. And I said, I'm so tired of this shit. I'm going to write a book. And then I was like, I'm going to write a book. And then I opened the Word document and I sat there and I didn't know where to start. But the first thing that came to me was the title. So I just wrote Beautiful Reject and I sat there because I didn't know what else I wanted to say. I want to name them all, the worst of the worst, the biggest top heartbreaks for me. And that's when I started like making up their names. And I got through 2 or 3 stories before I lost like all my steam. So the ones that were recent, the one that was from that day, that was easy to write. But going back to the past and trying to recall the details, it actually felt painful and like it was making me angrier. And then I was like, this is stupid. I'm not going to do this for real. And I closed it down and didn't revisit it again. And the next year, I met basically a double. I met like a classic man number 2. So once they started to multiply, I was like, is this really real? Like these men are not unique. Like this is really a type. And then what really brought it home, because we're all the way in 2021, is every year I kept saying, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to publish it. But I got really discouraged when it came to the part where you take it out of the Word document. That's just the thought of starting the new process was just like too much for me. Who am I going to call? What am I going to do? How is it going to work? And how much money is it going to cost me? But with Corona happening and making a ton of videos and blogging myself to death on the hair therapy blog, I just felt like I needed to do something bigger that could reach a bigger audience. And I told myself in December, like, this is it. Like, if you're not doing it next year, just delete the file, just do it or delete it. And I always knew that I wanted Valentine's Day to be the release date because I think that's the day when you just want to throw up the most if you can't get your own love stuff together. Does anybody remember Sex in the City when Carrie went out and it was like Valentine's Day and the balloons were all around and they went out with a friend? Does anyone remember that episode?
I remember that episode. It was very depressing.
Yeah, it's like a monumental episode, and that episode really captures what it can be like to be single for super long and just over the mass holidays. So I always wanted it to be that date. And in December, when I noticed that, I said February is around the corner. I made the decision in December that I was going to take the next 7 weeks, and it didn't matter what it took. I was going to have tunnel vision and just go through the steps. And then to be just a tiny bit morbid, people are dying. I wanted to have my words somewhere just in case I disappear. The stories are there because we still read old stories from Socrates and philosophers. And I just think it's a great way to leave a piece of yourself when you're not.